God listens when we pray. I want to allow that phrase to just drop for a second. Because I want us to remember this idea that God listens to us when we pray. And I think part of the reason why I need to say that is because all of us have forgotten that idea. Because you and I have come to a point in our lives where we've stopped praying bold prayers and we've stopped praying intense prayers and we've stopped praying consistent prayers for somebody because we just, at the end of the day, don't believe that it's going to happen. We may pray for it consistently so that I might be able to absolve my guilt before God. But do I really think it's going to happen? I don't know. Because if I really did think that it was going to happen, then here's what would happen. I think I would pray with more fervency. I think I would pray with more passion. I think I would pray with more intensity before a holy God who can answer and who listens to each and every one of my prayers. And I know what your objection is right now, because here's what and this is what I think. And that passivity and that resignation that shows up in our prayer lives, I think is shown through this, that as we come before God, here's what our prayer life sounds like. God, whatever you want to do. God, your will be done. And although that sounds holy, what you have to understand is that the only reason why Jesus prayed that prayer is because he already knew what God's will was. And he needed in that moment to step into the strength and the power that God had for him in that moment. Because let me ask you this, what is it that Jesus was praying just moments before that? He was praying bold prayers, wasn't he? He was praying this, God, if there's any other way, then I want you to take this cup from me. If there's any other way where I don't have to go to the cross and scorn its shame, if there's any other way where I don't have to bear the sins of all mankind, if there's any other way where I do not have to be separated from you, Father, for 3 days, and he's praying this as what? He's praying this as he is sweating blood. Here's the question I have for you. If Jesus is our model, when was the last time you prayed on your face before the Lord like that? Here's what Samuel Chadwick has to say about prayer. The one concern of the devil is to keep the saint from prayer. Our enemy fears nothing from our prayerless studies, from our prayerless work, from our prayerless religion. He laughs at our toil. He mocks at our wisdom. But listen to this, but he trembles when we pray. Because it's prayer that turns ordinary mortals into men of power. I want you to think about this for a second. It's prayer that brings fire. It is prayer that brings rain. It is prayer that brings life. And it is prayer that brings God. And more than we need money, more than we need strategy, more than we need anything else, that is what you and I need the most.